This is the all-new WICR. We're now on Live 365 and Ustream.com. Just search WICR and like us on Facebook. Facebook.com/WICR Iona College Radio.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. This is Bill and Bob. I am Robert Bob Baez.
I'm Bill Maloney. Rob, it's nice to be back with you. How you doing?
Definitely. And if you're watching on Ustream, you may notice a third person. This is Damarcus Millett. Oh, go ahead, say your name, sorry. Yes. Apologize for that. Technical difficulties, but we're back. And you're here, the prime place for sports debate. Like I said before, if you probably didn't hear me.
Tuesday showtime.
Yes. Rob Bob Baez here with
Bill Maloney.
Yes, and we have a guest here today. Say your name.
Damarcus Miller.
Now,
all right, you can go ahead.
Yeah, Rob, me and Damarcus, I was talking to him over winter, I guess, and I was like, Damarcus, come in studio one day and just talk about basically your life story. I know you grew up in New Rochelle, local kid, and Damarcus and I, we played football together. And the very first time I saw Damarcus, I knew Damarcus was an incredible athlete. And, as someone that really wants to be in athletics, I was like, I wish I had that. But, I'm on the other side of the ball now. But I remember the first real time me and Damarcus had a real conversation was actually an argument where I picked the jersey number 9. I don't know if you remember this, Damarcus. And then Damarcus was like, but you aren't playing. I want a single-digit number. And so then we also had this great step-and-act athlete, Terrell Goodman, and somehow the number 1 came about. And Damarcus took the number 1, and I think you're still wearing that. Or, no, number 3.
Yeah, I changed
number
to
3 now. Yeah, but Damarcus was defensive MVP in the championship game where they beat Iona Prep 16-14. Old Metro, second team, and Old League first team defense. And Damarcus, just talk about your commitment and step-and-act and just growing up in New Rochelle.
Fire away.
Well, I had 3 offers from Monmouth, Rhode Island, and Stony Brook. I went on official to Rhode Island and Stony Brook. Stony Brook was just a great environment. I loved the coaching staff, the facilities. Rhode Island was a great school, nothing against them, but, I just felt like Stony Brook was at home.
It's just Rhode Island,
The university, yeah.
Rhode Island,
yeah.
Because Dwayne's going to have to suffer there a bit.
No, the campus is pretty nice. They got some nice girls there, It's nice. It's nice at Rhode Island. But, Stony Brook is just a powerhouse football team, so...
Yeah.
If you want to go there and win games and win championship games, Stony Brook felt like the place to go.
Now, could you just talk about last season? Last season, it seemed like it was a team of destiny. Like, you guys were going to win, especially that game against Iona Prep. It was very tight, but could you just explain the environment in the locker room and on the field?
Well, the whole season, I think it started before the season even started, when we was win the workouts after the season ended. We me, Chris, Malcolm, Gavin, we would all look at each other and just be like, yo, this might be the year we do it. This is the year we do it. And the first game we played Mansfield from Massachusetts, and
little Twitter war.
Yeah, it was a little Twitter war. They were the number 1 team in Massachusetts, and then we ended up blowing them out. So we was like, okay, it's not all the hype. We might be that good. So. And then from there, we played Iona. The first time we played them in the regular season, they was beating us pretty bad. They had us 19-0 at one point. Then we came back and ended up beating them 35-19. So that's when we really knew, okay, this season is ours. And then we, beat St. Anthony's.
That, as a step-and-act alum, being St. Anthony's like,
yeah, that was,
being Goliath.
Well, this year it didn't feel like that for me.
No?
All the other players said they felt that way,
Yeah.
It's just like, we're the new bully. We're the top dog.
Yeah.
So it's just like, when the bully's always beating, they're not
exactly
excited about being somebody else because that's what they're supposed to do. And I felt that was something we're supposed to do this year. So.
All right, so I have a question for you, Damarcus. So what was it that really got you into football? When did you first start getting interested in playing?
I was about 3 or 4. One of my older cousins, Ramel, he was playing football, and I was follow him and stuff like that. Yeah. And I want to say when I got to like 1st or 2nd grade, he had surgery, I forget the type of surgery it was, but he couldn't play football no longer. So that kind of motivated me, like, to play through him, you know, and, you know, because he was really good at it. He was really good at it. And, you know, watching him play football when I was young, I was like, I want to be just like Ramel when I grow up. You know, I'm living out the dream for both of us.
Right. All right, so you got any questions for him, Bill? Or?
Yeah, Damarcus, I remember when you came into Stepinac, 9th grade and 10th grade, you were playing with the Westchester Hawks basketball program with Kylan and a few other kids. And I think Matt Ryan was on that team, was he?
No. 9th grade, I played with Westchester Hawks, and then 10th grade, I played with New Heights. That was the team with Matt Ryan.
Yeah, and I remember you were like a basketball player first and football player second for the most part, and athlete in general. So, and then I remember one day, when you were in 10th grade and I was in 11th grade, you came on the field one day and you're like, I'm not even going to do this anymore. I'm just going to play basketball. That's my future. What really turned the switch on to leave basketball and focus on football?
Well, basketball, I want to say football was my first love. That was the first sport I ever played, but basketball was just, I felt I was unstoppable sometimes in basketball. I felt so good, you know. I was just like, you know what? This seems like the route I want to go. And if I want to get better and play Division I basketball and hopefully go to the NBA, I have to, you know, focus on basketball. And my mom said, no, you're not. You're always going to play football. My mom said, no, you're playing football. And, you know, playing basketball, play with New Heights and Matt Ryan, you know, it pit everything in reality because there's some freaks out here in basketball.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, you know, in football, I was getting more looks for football than I was basketball. So I was just like, you know, football seems like the route to go.
And next season, I don't know if the Stepinac team is ever going to match last year's team, but what do you think about Stepinac's potential for next year with Big Donald Maloney?
Little Bill's going to play a lot next year. No, next year's team is scary. Yeah. Next year's team is pretty scary. You got Terrell, TJ, you know TJ.
Yeah, TJ Morrison, of course.
He has an offer. He has 3 offers.
Yeah, Buffalo,
Army, Buffalo, and Bucknell. He's very good. I think he might be the best in the league next year. You got Jesse. He's playing receiver. You got Tykel at quarterback. Kobe Miranda at running back.
Yeah.
Kai Carlo at receiver. You got David Harris at lineman, David Melendez, Caleb. They have a lot coming back. So next year's looking like a very good year for stepping up again.
Wait, actually, I have a question. All right, so, you know, I'm sure you watch college basketball a little bit, right? So you were aware that, you know, Kentucky, they were going for the undefeated season and championship.
Yeah.
And you talked about earlier how Stepinac seemed like a team of destiny, and, you know, Kentucky was similar. How does it feel when your team of destiny, this is your year? How much does that put pressure on you as a team, or does it feel like everyone's like you have a target on your back? Or
there's a lot of pressure because every game, you know, every week at the start of every new week, you know, you play on a Saturday for football, and you coming to practice on Monday. That team that you playing against, they're like, okay, they're the top dog on the plate, so now we have to take them on. So it's always a target, and you know, you have to be able to. Okay, I know I'm very good, but you also have to be humble. Okay. They're gonna try to throw the first punch, but I have to do whatever it takes to maneuver and move away from that first punch so I can get my first punch and let him know that, you know, we are the top dog. You know, Kentucky, they had a target on their back. You know, Wisconsin. I said to all my friends, Wisconsin's the team you have to blow out. You cannot keep them around because if you keep them around, you know, you're tampering with your season. So
it's like, that's what we saw in the tournament this year. So.
Now, when you're talking about having a next on your back, so to speak, can you talk about that relationship between you and the other team when you're on field, and if any words were exchanged at any point, or how other teams viewed you?
Oh, it was always a war. I mean, certain teams didn't respect us, but at the end of the day, we got our respect. Certain teams, you know, blabbed off in the mouth, you know, and it was just like, okay, you know, now we have to show them that.
I imagine Iona Prep was one of those teams?
Not the players, the students.
Not the players, the students.
The students were more, you know, Stepinac, you know, all that bad stuff.
Yeah, I know how it is. But what about that state championship game against, what was it, Canisius High School?
Canisius, yeah.
Can you just explain what really happened and
the
the animosity, or if there really was any animosity?
There was a lot of animosity. We started this time, you know. We
because you guys were the underdogs for the first time in the season.
Sort of, kind of. But, I mean, I feel we were the better team. We we went into that game with a whole different mindset.
No.
Iona was our Super Bowl, and you know, after the Super Bowl, you want to get in vacation. You want to go to Disneyland.
Yeah.
Every team's turn. Are we going to Disneyland?
Yeah.
So we kind of thought we was in Disneyland before we got on the field, and when we got on the field, we realized no, we still at war. You know, we still have something, and that was kind of too late. Not it was too late, but you know, we should have went in the same mindset we went throughout the whole season. Nobody's stopping us. So
No, but that was very neat. It was the first annual statewide championship football game.
yeah.
So I thought that was nice, but I would expect more coverage of that game from a media perspective.
Yeah.
And when you look at the stands, it was nothing compared to that game at Fordham University versus Iona.
That was I think that was the biggest game in Westchester history.
Yeah.
Biggest game
It
in
sold.
Westchester.
You guys sold out.
Sold out. Sold
Division
out.
One football stadium.
Sold out.
And standing room there.
That's it's kind of like it's like the South, you know,
Yeah.
like in the state of Texas.
Oh no, that's
Yeah, I mean-
that's before the game even starts down south. Down south, they get 21,000 at a game.
yeah,
So
easily.
yeah. That's a regular night. So
So I actually have a question for you. If you are you gonna say something or?
oh yeah, I was gonna say back to the target on your back. First round of playoffs, we played Cardinal Hayes.
Huh.
And what a number.
I'm familiar with Cardinal Hayes.
Of course, with a number
Bronx,
one
you know.
seed. With a number one seed,
Yeah.
then a number 8.
Huh.
You know, we like, yo, we should beat this team 50, 60 points. Another, game we went into a bad mindset. And at one point in the fourth quarter, it was 22-22. And we like, oh, boy.
Yeah.
Oh, boy, this. So then we all looked at each other for a second like, yo, we actually can go. I think they was up on us a touchdown. It might have been 28-22. So we all looked at each other like, and our term was, lock in. Let's lock in. So as soon as we said that lock in word, it was just like, okay, yeah, we got that X on our back, and they chopping away at that back. So we got to get focused.
Now, can you just talk about that package deal to Stony Brook with Gavin? And for people that aren't familiar with this whole language that me and Damarcus are talking about, Gavin Heslop played on defense with Damarcus, and he's going to Stony Brook University to play for the Seawolves, and they're going to star at cornerback together.
Yes.
Now, can you just explain how that worked out and what really happened there? Because weren't you guys considering a package deal perhaps to Monmouth?
Monmouth, Rhode Island.
Huh.
The only offer I didn't have that he had was what's that? UMass.
Oh, UMass.
That's the only school. But I say that package deal stuff started early, sophomore year, before we had any offers. We went to the Rutgers camp together, and we was like, yo, we want to play college football together.
Yeah.
And, that's how that all worked out. Gavin was like, hey, wherever you go, I'm going to go. And I was like, wherever you go, I'm going to go.
So who made that decision first that you're going to go to Stony Brook?
Well, I committed first. And Gavin had an offer, but he was saying more what else he can get. So I'm looking at Gavin every day like, bro, it's time to commit. It's time to commit. And Gavin's like, yeah, I'm going to commit. I'm going to commit. And we had a little trouble getting into the school at first. So, and then they offered us something, that, we couldn't turn down. So he's like, okay, yeah, we coming to Stony Brook. So.
All right. Thank you, Damarcus, again for coming on the show, and we'll be right back from Bill Bob and more topics.
All right.